Well, folks, we made her back home. It's about 3:55 in the morning. I got back home. It was probably about 5 p.m. yesterday. Bobtailed back from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, because there really wasn't shit around there for power moves first thing Monday morning. So basically what you're going to see is me going out on my first run to go get a trailer, a power move loadout that delivered to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania last Tuesday. I picked it up in Perrysburg, Ohio. I think the first bit you come in is when I'm picking up the load in Wapakoneta, just some paper rolls and shit, and then I take off to Carlisle, PA. I go from Carlisle, PA to down to Hanover, Pennsylvania, and pick up a load, and I go up into Uxbridge, Massachusetts. So I ran 2 loads, plus I got paid for the trailer, taking it out there. And basically when I was out there, the dispatcher didn't find me anything. So for 2 days I sat, Thursday and Friday, because I went out there Tuesday, Wednesday morning I delivered a load, I picked up a Wednesday morning load, I delivered it later that night. So all Thursday, all Friday I sat. I knew I wasn't going to get anything on Saturday and Sunday, so I deadheaded from Uxbridge basically to Bloomsbury, New Jersey, where I sat for a couple days. I had to pay for parking, I had to pay for food, you know what I'm saying? All these expenses I shouldn't have been having because I don't want to live at a truck stop, and basically let that dispatcher know that she was fired. And that I would be dispatching myself because I'm in with these brokers now, so I can just do my own thing and find my own loads stuff if I want to. So big shouts to Bront. So that's basically what I'm going to be doing moving forward. So this is kind of like a vlog of me doing that and stuff. It sucks because I didn't come out how I really wanted to, but it's what it is. It's an experience, and it's just, you know, what happens sometimes. That's trucking, is what I just kept on telling Kim, because she was kind of freaking out. But you know what I'm saying? Camping out in the truck and stuff, it wasn't bad. It was cool enough to where I didn't run the truck at all. I didn't idle it. I wasn't really spending any money on the truck. You know, the only expenses I had was me living. But like if I was here, you know, I could have went to the grocery store and shit would have been cheaper, or beer would have been a lot of bit cheaper because I just bought a case instead of, you know, a 6-pack here, 3 tall boys here, 3 tall boys here, you know, things like that. 3 more tall boys here. So, not to mention, man, everything is expensive as fuck in the East Coast. And I told her, I don't want to go in the mountains with this truck. I don't want to pull heavy-ass freight through the mountains with this truck. I don't want to go towards the East Coast. What'd she do? First thing she does is get me an empty trailer going to Pennsylvania. 76 is a mess, man. 80 coming back yesterday was beautiful. I told Cam, I said, we'll come back. I'll get loads going on 80 anytime in PA and go up to New York and stuff like that, the upper part, but I don't want to, I no care to go to the city at all. She's like, all the big money loads are going over. Yeah, they're going over there, but there's nothing coming back, really. And, you know, having new numbers and stuff, that kind of hurt me too, because I wasn't able to just get any load I wanted to, because people were like, oh, his MC's too new. We can't work with him. You know, that kind of stuff happens. So it's just what it is, something to be mindful about when you first start out. Some of you folks following along and thinking you're just going to follow in my footsteps and make a ton of money. It's not all blue skies and kittens and puppy dogs. You know what I'm saying? There's some grinding out there you got to do, and I'm willing to do it. I just got to get myself to the position where I'm satisfied doing it. I don't mind pulling heavy-ass freight around here. That's no big deal. But I'm not going to tear my truck up going through the mountains and stuff like that. Not fun, not at all. So, I mean, the truck ran great. I talk about it in the video. I was really surprised, extremely happy with it. There is one spot that I noticed when I got back, which you're not going to see because as soon as I get back, I just say I made it and that was it. Where the power steering reservoir is leaking out of the top. I don't think I'm going to go and see if I can get an O-ring or something for the top, because it's just one of those ones that can go down in and it's kind of warped a little bit. So I'm going to see if I can fix that up. Other than that, the truck runs fine. Didn't leak any oil, didn't burn any oil. It was amazing. So, I mean, I'm really, really shocked about how well that truck ran. Oh, I need to do my mileage and stuff. But when I was over there sitting around one of the days, I'm sitting there breaking everything down, doing numbers, you know what I'm saying? And I guess what saved me from really being out there and spending a ton is I didn't pay for 4 showers. I didn't pay for 4 showers because I had Pilot, and I got one for free at the TA yesterday morning from a gal. And then I didn't pay for food because I had some Pilot money on my Pilot card and stuff like that. And then I had a credit card from my PayPal that I had money on too, that I got in some DoorDash shit, some barbecue that was $50, and 8 souls full and threw it away. You know what I mean? That's just doing what I'm doing. If I'm gonna be out there, I might as well live it up. I'm not gonna just be, you know, scrounging on saltines and fucking water bottles and like I'm in prison, because that's what Kim says. It's like you're in prison, but it's what it is. I got a bunch of laundry here that I got to be doing, so it's nice to be able to be back at the house. It's Tuesday morning, so it's a full 7 days from when I left the last time. I've got a long list of stuff on my that I wrote down, because when I was out there, I just started writing stuff down. And that top down, man, it saved me a lot. I didn't run the truck, idle the truck at all when I was at the truck stops, none whatsoever. That top down that I got sent to me, I just plugged my phone right into that, and it charged it. I probably charged my phone in that my GoPro probably. I charged my phone probably 10 times with that thing, and within 4 days, and it never died on me. And then I would take it into the truck stop and I would plug it in for a little bit. Like I'd plugged it in at one spot, shot some pool and stuff like that, and it's what it is. But yeah, I fired that dispatcher, so it's just me from here on out. Working with the brokers, it ain't no big deal for me. I call them up and be professional with them. They'll hook me up. I'll let them know where I'm going. Say, hey, this is where I'm going. This is what, you know, I'm gonna do. And there's loads all over the place. You just got to find them in, you know, whatever fits you. It's not all about, you know, the big dollar chasing. You know, sometimes it's like I kept on telling the chick when I was over there, I'm like, look, if you can get me a couple, like one swift move that I'm doing like maybe 100 miles and I'm getting paid $400 for a day, I'm fine with that, because then I'm not spending a ton of money in fuel. And I don't think she understood that. The tolls over there are so ridiculous, it's not even funny. And I will never run that section of the country. I don't care. Like if I jump on 80, it costs me $27.50 to bobtail all the way from the west side of the state or the east side of the state all the way over to the Toledo exit. And that's almost the whole state. And that was a smooth, nice ride for bobtailing with a spring ride tractor. 80 in PA is amazing, which I could get over to that from 76 and avoid all tolls whatsoever if I wanted to. There's ways around it, so I know that. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not like, I was never in too much of a hurry or rush when I was out there trucking to get to the next place. I just did what I had to do, and when I got there, I got there. I was always early to everywhere I went, like way early. I got to one place that was, my delivery was 4 a.m. and I got there at 10:30, and they took me at 11 and unloaded me. Then they kicked me out. I had nowhere to go, and then I was basically screwed, you know what I'm saying? Because there's no parking over there or anything. And I told her, I'm like, I'm not from here. I don't know this area. I don't want to run this shit. Put me back over where I'm used to, you know what I'm saying? I'd been over there before, but it'd been, you know, since 2009-ish. That's a lot of years, but it's what it is. So here's the video. Sorry for rambling on. It's just what it is. I'm just filling you in, so don't criticize me too much. It's just part of the game. You know what I'm saying? I know this is going to happen. I'm not out here saying I'm going to make a ton of money. I'm not trying to flaunt anything like some people might be doing. It's just a learning lesson. And now that I'm getting to where I need to be, you know, even with super new numbers, I think I'm only at like 26 or 27 days on my MC. So I'm not even 30 days in and I'm already making money. Well, I didn't make money because I, you know, had the expenses and stuff. I basically spent $200, $175, but for food, fuel, parking, and drinking, you know, for 4 days, it's bound to happen. You know what I mean? But other than that, it basically paid for its own trip. But I got to go out and experience that, and I can't take that back. That's priceless. So if anybody wants to run their mouth about, oh, you're out there losing money, blah, 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 save it, because I could care less. I'm doing what I'm doing. It's my life. It's my truck. You can talk all the trash you want to. Really doesn't matter to me.
On the show, on the Chad Teagan YouTube channel.
just before we actually get into it, because now you're back from the clip. I just did the mileage and stuff because I wrote everything down from the beginning to the end. How many gallons and everything. Every time I stopped and fueled, every time I crossed the state lines, everything, because I got to do IFTA and stuff. I ran 2140 miles from the beginning to the end. And I basically have the same amount of fuel in my truck, maybe a little more, maybe a little more, maybe the same amount of fuel in my truck that I had. I got a little over half a tank, just like I had when I left the house, pulling back in. I put 354 gallons in, so basically that's what I ran. I divided that by the mileage divided by 354, and I came out with 6.0. So if that's the case, I'm getting 6 miles a gallon with that old 40-year-old 350 big cam coming. So maybe I did the math right, maybe I didn't, I don't know, but that's pretty good. And while I was pulling the trailer, when I was 30,000 running through the mountains, I was averaging 5.5. So that's not bad. I did make up, bobtailing and stuff back. So I'm not too mad about that. If I have to do that in the future, I'll do that. It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? You live to truck another day, but I'm not going to sit somewhere and spend money and lose money sitting because of someone else's negligence when I specifically tell them something. There's like, I'm on the load boards. I see the stuff around here. So I know what's popping around here. I know what I can get. If I can get a Power Move loadout trailer, that means I get to use the trailer. I can find my own loads. I'll have no problem doing it. My buddy rents a trailer. He does fine. He rents a trailer, so he always has one. But if I can do these Power Moves and go all over the place, but he stays in the state of Ohio too. I grab these Power Moves and go all over the place. Might as well, if I got bobtail home. I mean, I drove trucks back from Delaware. I drove that truck from Virginia. I know what it costs to do that stuff. So it's what is, everything's a tax write-off anyways, man. I'm out there living life. Getting the experience, dude. 30-year-old trucker. 101. 1983. Here we go. Morning, folks. Monday morning. It's about 6:25 right now, 6:30. I'm hitting the road and I'm going. Drop this trailer off and then try to find something on my way back home. Humbling experience this trip, I can tell you that much right now, because I sat for 2 days in Massachusetts, then I sat for 2 days in Bloomsbury, New Jersey, and the dispatch gets a hold of me yesterday and is like, hey, you want to do something about, same as next week that you did last week? And I'm like, absolutely not. I just basically let her know that I'm not interested in sitting at a truck stop for 5 days waiting for her to find me a load, period. The last 2 weeks, that's what she's done to me. The first week she did that to me when I told her I wanted to start working Wednesday. She's like, okay, get a hold of you Thursday, nothing. Friday, nothing. Saturday, Sunday, 5 days, nothing. Monday, nothing. Tuesday, finally gets me this loadout coming over here, which I told her 5 times I don't want to come to the East Coast, period. I don't want to run this truck to these mountains like this, pulling heavy-ass freight around. It's nothing that I desire to do with this truck, you know what I mean? It's done great, but other than that, no, I don't want to. So, I just said, I'm bobtailing this trailer home, or deadheading this trailer to where it needs to go. I've spent over 240 miles deadhead to get it there for $150 that it pays to drop it. So out of the 3 trips, if I bobtail all the way home, I can break even. So, but I'll try to find a load on the way back. Really couldn't sleep for shit last night because I'm anxious about getting on the road and getting back home. So I was up at like 20 after 1, and then I was basically 4 o'clock in the morning. I went in the truck stop, get some coffee, and talked to gal for a minute. She gave me a free cup of coffee. I was like, man, how much are the showers? I don't have enough points for one. She's like, I'll just give you one. I'm like, really? I said, well, can I run up to the truck and grab some things real quick? She's like, oh yeah, take your time, no worries. So she prints me out a ticket, gets it ready. I go back in there, I take a picture of the truck, that I hand out to people when they see the truck and get excited. She's like, wow, you do YouTube? And I started, explaining to her, yeah, the situation and stuff. She's like, awesome. I'm like, dude, you're an angel in disguise, because this is a blessing for me. If not, I'd have been fucking bathing up in the river. Actually, I was going to probably walk over to the pilot and use one of my showers with my card and take one, because I needed to wash my hair, man. It's probably going to have to go, folks. I might have to cut the old hair off, because unless I can stay somewhat around the house and shower about every other day, there's no way I can do this and have this hair. It's just going to drive me crazy. I'm just going to want to rip it out, so maybe just cutting it off. But yeah, she hooked me up with a free shower. Then I stood in there and talked to a gal named Kristen that cleans the joint on third shift for about 15 minutes, you know, just shooting the shit and talk about life, and you know, just like telling her about the experience I've been having, how I'm living in a basically camping out in a 40-year-old truck stop parking lot for a few days here and there, you know what I'm saying? And she's like, yeah, dispatchers don't care. And I said, no, they don't really give a shit. So it's what it is. It's been fun, but it's time to go. So hopefully I can pull a power move on the way back. I'm gonna go drop this. I'm gonna check the situation out, clean this trailer up, grab some straps out there that I got from oh boy down in Wapakoneta the other day, and just you know, rip off the tape that I put over the placards, take the pictures I need to, send them into TQL, let them know that I dropped the trailer, and then I'm going to see if they know of anything coming up on my way back. And I'm just going to say, hey, I'm coming through 80. If you guys see something come up that's, you know, in the realm of this, let me know. I'll be happy to grab it for you and run it back. I did see a load going from somewhere in New York. It's 112 miles from here, so I'd have to go out a little bit to get it, but it's delivering to Napoleon, but it's like 628 miles, I think, or maybe, no, it's 577. It only pays 628. I would bid them up, but on the DAT load board, I don't have their stuff. I'm just doing the free demo, so I can't see who it is. And the problem with me is if I go to buy that load board, if I can't get that load because I'm too new and some people might not want to work with me, I just wasted money. So I'm just gonna kind of hold back and reserve and just count my blessings and take one on the chin for the team. But yeah, we'll see what's going on. Maybe the closer I get, you know, to 80 and stuff and start working my way back, once I contact TQL, I'll be able to get something. So we'll be back. I mean, I'll let you know if anything pops off. If not, I'll see you when I get home. Oh man, what is going on, folks? Just dropped that trailer off about a half hour ago. Actually, I was there at 7:30. The gate didn't open until the gal came at about 7:45, checked me in and out, and I was out of there by 8:04, which was nice. And just rolling up 476 right now. Pay by the plate. I jumped on 78 in Pennsylvania. I ran that son of a bitch for 16 miles on that shitty road. It cost me $25 to deadhead that trailer to where I needed to go to get off, and then it had me running down this 2-lane back ass road. And I hope to God that dash cam got something, that 5.0 or I can't even remember what it's called. Hold on a second here. A119 Biofo Mini 2 with Sony camera got the road that I was on, because it was insane, folks. It was 2 lanes tight. I mean, I was slugging. I wasn't slugging. I was screaming straight up the side of the fucking mountain, boys, girls. It was something intense. Like, my wife would have lost her shit being in a big truck like that. But, you know, we done that before when we were bringing back Frank from Delaware on 30. So it's what it is. I just figured I'd get you in here real quick, because I checked the load boards and stuff when I first peeled out of there. I didn't want to sit in that place for too long, because the lady had to put some paper in her printer to print my ticket out that I dropped the trailer, and it was good and stuff. So, you know, I just pulled out and took off, and then pulled over down the road right before I jumped on 476 and looked real quick, and I didn't see anything on the load board, so I just said I'm headed back. Once I get up to 80, I'll probably check it again, and when I stop for fuel, you know what I'm saying, I'll probably check about every 15 minutes, try to glance at it on the TQL one. If I see something I can grab, I can grab it. I did see one that was about 19 miles away from where I was at, Eaton, Pennsylvania, but it was going to El Paso, Texas. That was like 2,000 miles, and that was basically headed straight southwest, and I thought, ain't no way, I need to go northwest, because I need to go home to get my plate. I want to get my new Crocs, and I want to get my fuel card too. That way when I start getting the loads factored, because I'm working for a factoring company. I have an agreement with a factoring company. I'm working for myself. Understand that under my own authority with my DOT numbers. I don't work for anybody but Chad Keegan. Actually, it's Chad J. Keegan. So, with that being said, when I get the loads factored, I can have that put onto a fuel card or go straight into my bank account from the factoring company I have a 6-month agreement with. So
So that's what's going to happen. That's where I'm headed now. I'll check back in with you later. Enjoy this for now, because it's probably all you're going to get from me driving, to be honest with you. My battery's about dead, and my memory card's about dead too on the GoPro, and the phone's hooked up there, and I'm not touching it. And to be quite honest, really not that important. I just figured while I'm going straight kind of down a hill and up a hill, not really too bad or curvy or anything like that, I'd get you in real quick so I could talk about the drop. But other than that, pretty smooth. It's what it is, so you know what we say. We're doing it, boys and girls. Imagine if I'd have had a set of Jakes and kicked them off, baby. Wow, that would have been awesome, dude. That was probably like that far from the top of my stacks, because that was 13.6 and I'm about 13.5 and a half with these stacks. So we're going back to trucking, boys and girls. I'm doing about 62. I'm not even rushing. I could care less. I'm going to run about 62 to 65 just to kind of conserve on fuel a little bit. So that's what's up. Woo! Coming down the mountain, and I lied to you because I just got off the thing with you, and then I seen that tunnel coming up, so I was like, I'll hook you up real quick with a good. But other than that, like I said, I'm gonna enjoy the road. I'll see you when I get back at home. Oh man, look at that right there. There's no smoke coming out of that fucking thing. This ain't got no blow by, kids. Yeah, little drip right there from the oil pan. We'll check that out, but other than that, none. Well, it's noon, and we made her to Falls Creek, PA. Just stopped over here because there was a pilot I was going to fill up because I got the card and I get the points, but it's 451, I think, over here. Over at the Sheets, it's 383, so I figured I'll just go to the Sheets and save me a couple bucks here. Got 300 gallons, or $300 worth. I got 76 gallons. And if I'd have went over there and put 400 in, I probably would have maybe got lucky and got 80 if I was lucky, but fuck them. I'll pay for a shower if I have to. I'll wait until I get in Ohio and I'll start swiping my card over there where it balances out a little bit. It's ridiculous, man. The price for at these big stations are freaking price gouging. Guys like me who don't have the card to where I get the discount. So they wonder why nobody can do nothing, just put the squeeze on everybody. Fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit. East. I don't want to go east. I do not want to go back east. Dutch Pantry looks like a nice little place. I was taking some few photos and texting Kim, and I told her we could definitely come back on 80 and run loads on 80 in the truck, no problem. I'll come back to PA on 80. I'll run up 80 into New York. I don't give a fuck. But I ain't going on 76 or no toll roads. $25 for the tolls? Fuck that, man. I'm not paying it. I'm probably going to pay maybe 25 bucks all the way to run across Ohio bobtailing like this. So it's just a joke, man. In a semi, man, they're just price gouging you left and right. It's like, hey, let's try to make money off the trucker because I'm a douchebag and stuff. So fuck that. I'm out. Oh, man. See that shit? Oh man, we made it. Oh, it just filled up my logs. Oh, shutting her down. Made it.